Good afternoon. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm Zuri Bibi, and this time around, I'm going to talk about something my inner work. And I'm going to call this changing my storyline because I've been noticing some things. Something happened with me and DM yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to read that part of the message, but I'll keep going. It's part of the journey. But anyway, in the past, my storyline was that someone did something to me. This has kept me in a negative timeline and negative space. This is like throughout my life as a child, not just with DM. This has been since a little girl. And I think that's why I would sing and I would do all that other stuff. Um, I I was placing emotions that kept me further mentally trapped. It made me feel powerless to what had occurred. I am now ready to change that story of events. I am ready to release that invisible rope that has kept me mentally bound to situations I could now get loose from. And I think that's the Eight of Swords, if I'm not mistaken. Energy. That's the card. No one has done anything to me. I'm understanding this now. These are just events that have happened, experiences I have chosen to experience so that I could grow and help others who may have similar experiences. I'm noticing that in the community that I'm seeing people talk about things that I've already experienced. Some I've addressed, I've said some things about it, and some of them I haven't said anything. I haven't been guided to, so if I'm guided to, I say something. If I'm not, I leave it alone. There is no reason for me to be angry or disappointed about those said events that I've experienced. These are just lessons. Now, if I am understanding this correctly, whatever experiences I have, it would be for me to put into my mental toolbox. I've spoken about that in the past too, my mental toolbox. And so that I could pull it out when needed to assist another soul on their journey. So, like I said, I've heard people talk about things, and then I talk about my experiences, which I'm pulling out of my toolbox. And I'm writing about this because I had an incident with my DM. I'm not going to really talk about that. But let me see. What else can I say about that? Because I don't want to get into it. Whatever the incident was that happened, I didn't really say anything about it. Normally, I probably would have given him the look, you know, or I normally don't say anything. I just look. I just look at whatever I'm looking at, and then I just give him the look, and he already knows, whatever it is. But this time, something happened. I didn't even respond. I didn't even do anything, and I think it kind of messed with him because his behavior changed. It was like he was expecting me to give him that look. And I have no reason to argue with him about the situation. He's on his journey and I'm on mine. His journey's different from mine. His experiences are going to be different from mine. And I'm going to have to understand that. And the other reason why I'm doing this video is because of Sophia Charles's video today. Because she spoke on things, and I was totally 100% in agreement with her, because I fully understand what she was saying, with her saying that DMs are on their own journey. They see things from a totally different viewpoint than we do, divine feminines do. I totally get it, and I still want to have a conversation with her about some things, and I wrote that on in the comment section. However, moving forward, I will continue to work on myself, continue to address things that trigger me, negative or positive. I will allow Spirit to continue guiding me on my personal journey of healing. By doing so, this will help DM. How can I approach? Oh, that was the end of it. And what's interesting about this, I wrote this. I was asleep. I woke up around 2 o'clock in the morning. I wrote that this morning, and right before I came on today, I pulled some cards for myself because I normally do, and the questions that came up for me were quite interesting. The first one was, how can I approach my day with calmness and serenity? So not going off and stuff like that. Reptilian brain. And then the next question was, how can I show compassion for myself and others? Knowing that divine masculine is dealing with the stuff he's dealing with, how can I be more compassionate and not be so quick to make a judgment? Not that I was judging, but I probably was, but not react in a negative way. And then, am I being sincere with myself and others? So I can say in the past, I wasn't. I didn't realize I wasn't being sincere, you know. But I do have a better understanding that we all wake up with our own itinerary for the day, spiritual itinerary for the day. Divine feminines, we have ours, and divine masculines have theirs. They have to deal with the 3D stuff. They have to deal with that, whereas we deal with, we deal with things from a spiritual viewpoint. And so I'm understanding that. And so because I can view it that way, I understand that I can have more compassion toward not only him and others, but more so with myself. Because to be truthful, you got to think about the past behaviors that you've already had in the past before you've come to this level of acknowledgement, enlightenment. And now I can be sincere with myself and be sincere in the responses that I have with DM. Okay, that's the end of this part of the my inner child conversation, and it's inner child and it's current energy. So I hoping that these words that I say will benefit someone in any way, shape, and form. And I'm gonna come back with some cards, and I need to turn off do not disturb so I'm not bothered. I'm surprised it didn't happen this time. All right, I hope that the message, someone can receive this message and they can give them more clarification while they're on their journey. You all take care. See you shortly. Peace.